What's going on, everybody? I want to welcome y'all to the Pride Show. I'm Shakira, but before I introduce everybody, we have two special guests, and they are a married couple, and I'm going to start with them.
Red.
I'm Keita.
Oh, I'm Flex Jones, a.k.a. the Godson.
Jonathan.
I know Uncle Ego's okay, it's Shay, a.k.a. Poppy. Oh.
Hey, it's Jesse, a.k.a. Ariel.
Hey, it's Tierra, a.k.a. Sierra.
Okay. It's Toya, a.k.a. LT.
It's Amber, a.k.a. Nick.
Y'all got the soft voices.
It's Miranda, a.k.a. Sasha.
Red, a.k.a. Old Yellow. Hey! I forgot to get my a.k.a. Mine is the good guy. But you all know. But tonight's topic is turn-offs and turn-ons in the LGBT community. Please feel free to post the video, share the video, comment, all that. And we don't have followers. We call you guys, we love you guys so much, we call you guys the Pride Loved Ones.
The Pride Loved Ones.
We love you
Pride
guys.
Loved One.
So,
Okay.
the Pride Loved One of the week is Rebecca Smith. She shared the most time.
Yeah, Rebecca.
That's Rebecca.
So, first let's talk about turn-ons in the group. And we're going to kick it off.
Turn it on, baby. Turn it on.
Yeah, we're going to kick it off with Sasha.
I knew you was going to do
I'm not ready. Turn on number uno is probably good conversation. Love it. Love some great kisses. We'll leave it at
Turn on number one for me is I like a big booty. You know?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna leave it at that.
Shit, just freaky.
And she got real
Love
conversation.
sex, yeah. Just love sex. Yeah.
She said everything.
Turn on for me, someone that can cook, someone that can motivate me, someone that can pray with me, someone that can be just spontaneous and not going with me.
Okay.
Turn-ons for me is long, pretty sexy legs with a glass of wine.
It's the one with him.
For me, my number one turn on actually what caught my eye on Jesse was a smile.
I'm going to be disrespectful. My turn-on is somebody that can dance. She got to know how to dance. Because if she know how to dance, that means she know how to do it.
it.
No, you know how to do it. That's bad.
I can't
That's bad.
Oh, but I didn't do it. I just can't dance.
So just imagine. Listen, check this out. So if you can dance, if you can have good sex now, just imagine what your sex would be like if you had dance.
Here we go.
So what?
No, I don't agree.
I can teach you.
I got you.
Make that thing roll.
We'll plan something out.
Oh, we don't want that in the bed with the.
You need to be on beat, baby. Be on beat.
Rhythm now.
I mean, that's what it is. Yeah, it's a rhythm. She ain't necessarily got to be able to, you know what I'm saying? But if she can do all that real quick, yeah, she good.
If she can't really rock on you know, then she can't dance. If you can't really rock on the what's it called, then you ain't got nothing.
You really don't even got to know how to dance. You can throw it back, bend it over. You know what I'm saying?
A woman can belly
got it.
dance.
Simple.
Yes,
Simple.
My babies ain't belly dancing because I like belly. So, but if she can, I'm with it.
All right, what's your turn on?
Shoot, look, my
You
turn
bend it
on.
over 6.
Let me see. If a girl can do
Bend it over and
something,
make it look sexy.
if a girl can do something that like is unexpected, like
telling you when
Or either, either, you know what I'm saying? If you're ready to go and I am, look, we good, boo. If you're ready to go and I am, straight at me.
They said what's
straight like that.
They said what's your address? Oh yeah.
My turn on, I would have to say one of them would be blue eyes. And what I love about my honey is his long hair.
Hey! Because he get bored at you.
Hold up, my bad.
Yank it.
Well, my turn-ons is I love eyes, I love a smile, I love voice, I love the way a female sound, the moan, the. Oh, here we go. I just.
When she said it though, she was like, I thought we was gonna go around one time before somebody cut the cloth and she cut the cloth. I like the way somebody moans.
Straight raw.
No. She said, did you see how she said back? You see how she said back with it though? I love the way they moan.
Zero games is being played tonight.
Okay, go to the next person.
My turn on is good conversation, most definitely, and somebody that has a good relationship with God, like spirituality is a turn on for me.
So, a turn on for me. Come on. I like lips. I like a gap. I like a belly. I like a fat butt. Love a shorty that can cook. You know what I'm saying? Feet got to be good. Your feet got to be good, ma. They got to be good, baby. They got to be good. Baby, feet got to be good. You know what I'm saying? That's my turn on right there. That's right there. That right there. Shout out to
We got a lot of babes tuning in on this drink.
You see them down there?
So some people better be careful about what they say.
What up to the babes out there? Somebody said, babe, wait a minute. Right.
But it's another turn on for me is I gotta go with you. Ever. I gotta go with you with the whole lips and a gap.
Oh my God.
A butt.
I'm telling you. I like a
butt. I love a body. Like I love a body. Like I don't discriminate on anybody. I love a body. And she gotta be. Hey, and to be honest, she gotta be nasty. She gotta be nasty. She gotta be freaky.
That's why I say you gotta be nasty.
You got to be nasty. You have to be nasty.
You gotta be on my level.
It's no levels to nasty when you nasty with.
Because you might say you nasty, and I might be like, no, I'm nasty.
But then when I show you in the bedroom, I'm nasty. You gonna be like, oh yeah, you nasty. Like, oh yeah, you nasty. You beat. You won. I'm like, I know. That's what I was trying to tell you.
You just have to be nasty. Like you cannot be closed-minded when it comes to sex. Nah. Some people are. But let me tell you something. Yeah. Since we talking about turn-ons, you need to be nasty. I ain't trying to talk about what you got. You need to be nasty when you nasty. How you be nasty when you be doing. You need to be
open to be nasty. Even if
I'm undercover. If you're not normally nasty, you need to be open to being nasty.
I'm undercover. We might be in the mall walking through J.C. Penney's. I need just to slide up in this little dressing room. You know, and walk out.
That's
a bit creative. That's creative.
Let's try inside, man.
You gotta be creative.
I'm undercover nasty, but I got stalkers, boo. I get stalkers, boo.
In a long relationship, you gotta be really creative and inventive. Don't let it get boring.
I don't want to get bored.
Right. Like sometimes I might get dropped off at the club and then she comes like we don't know each other or we bump into each other at the Wawa.
Yes! Role play!
That was the role play, okay?
I might be the cop.
Look at these two over here. But you know, the best feeling is someone can make you go there without even touching you.
Mental stimulation.
Hey, she tried to get us something tonight because she tried to impress me.
Right,
Look.
right.
I ain't even gonna lie. That's what happened on that car ride. We went on that car ride, and we got out, and I said, and it was over from there. Like when our bodies got this close, it was like
so many chills. I didn't know what's going on.
it was like, oh, this is up.
What you say, girl?
Real disrespectful on the ride. Real disrespectful on the ride.
Straight up.
But outside of the sex, outside of the bedroom,
Y'all going to Walmart? Walk on up the street now. Walk on up the street. You don't know where y'all leave.
Dropping our ass out when we leave here.
I don't know. You just gotta walk up and just smack her butt. I'm like, what's up, shorty? But outside of the bedroom, I think you gotta have that communication, that laughter. Somebody can take you there without having to touch you or anything like that. They gotta have communication skills. If they don't, it'll be a waste of your time.
But someone that handles their grownness, you know what I'm saying, handle your business, that's a turn on.
Right.
You telling me your goals, your wants, that turns me on. I'm like, let's go.
Outgoing.
Hard working.
And look, hard working. Look, if you know how to cook, especially, like, I mean, I know they say that food is the way to a man's heart, but you know, I ain't a man, but you know, if you can cook for me, look, you got me.
I'm gonna cut y'all off right here because I know how to cook, but I'm not no cooker. So I can provide you with everything else. I can provide you with everything else.
That'll be their job.
But that'll be their job. You get what I'm saying? Like I can provide you with everything else. I can hold you down and everything else.
That women like that I cook.
Right, see?
Every
now and again, you gotta cook for your lady.
You get the whole baby boy situation. So if you want to put some eggs and put on the roll and say, I'm going to dip with your ass, she going to fall in love. The eggs can be trifling, but she going to dip with you.
Oh, no, my eggs are never trifling.
Look at you. You gotta know how to cook. I definitely, listen.
We seen your live video.
We about to say, you to bring me a plate one day.
I definitely do this.
You got to switch it up like
Right. Hey, you gotta know how to cook. You gotta know how to cook. True. Yeah, you can do anything you want to do.
Trucking hungry.
You gotta
Okay.
cook. Stop trucking good.
Anybody else got any turn-ons they want to talk about? I like to be motivated. I like to knowing that, like, you know what I'm saying, no matter what, regardless of what the situation is, even with my flaws, like my shorty, you know what I'm saying, she see what I don't see, you know what I'm saying, in me, it can give me that push and just be like, babe, you can do whatever, you know what I'm saying, I already know that, you know what I'm saying, with where my health come from, but on top of that, the support, like, to be there, like, it's amazing, because everybody who be like, you know what I'm saying, I'm there, they really not, but to actually see that, you know what I'm saying, on the ups, on the downs, no matter what, you know what I'm saying, like, that's definitely a turn on. Somebody, you need to be able to find somebody that's willing to, when you down, a turn on for me is if I'm down, I need to know that you with me.
Right. Yep.
You're not there for the money, you're not there for the material things. If I only got $1 to my name, you need to know that we're going to go wherever and we're going to split that dollar. Straight. And I got to be able to feel that with you. If I don't feel like that, I can... If I go broke, that you gonna be with me, it ain't no point. Right.
Another turn on is when someone can pray with me, like really pray with you. When you're connected spiritually, emotionally, and physically all together. Oh my God,
that's beautiful.
Oh my God, I'm trying to tell you guys out there, if you know, choose your own religion, but if you and your mate pray together, like. And it is such a turn out. I don't know if that's a little weird. I'm like, I have to pray, but now let's go to the bed. Like, but you know.
Be blessed. For some people, it's having a mate who's into healthy eating and healthy care. Like myself, I to turn on to have somebody who goes to the gym with me and eats healthy. Right. Because then I know we're good. We're going to live another 25 years.
I'm on my fat man spree right now, so. I'm on my fat man spree right now, so it's just like, I get it. Sometimes I do have the urge to want to eat healthy, but Listen, don't force me to get up in the morning and drink no green leaf. Like, get that out of here. Go get me a Dr. Pepper and we will be okay. I need a Pepsi or a Mountain Dew, but you know what I'm saying? In the meantime, I do like little yogurt with some granola in it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you gotta crush up yourself. I need that.
That parfait.
And some bacon.
Somebody
I
to
like
take the
bacon.
time to get to know you. Like, genuinely know you and want to know everything about you and accept everything about you. That's really a turn on. Like, genuinely care and want to know everything about you and accept everything.
So where you can be able to tell your deeper secrets.
Like, you got a booger, let me get it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's real.
I'm getting the booger. I'm
gonna tell you got it. I'll tell you
Hold on. I got one for y'all. If you get the booger, are you eating the booger?
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna wipe it on her shirt. I'm gonna wipe it on her shirt.
I said you got one, but I ain't getting.
Listen, I had to kick it off for y'all. I had to kick the turn off.
That ain't even
all right, okay, so we're gonna kick it off with you. What's your turn offs?
Shoot. Look, a turn on for me is if you lazy, like you ain't got no ambition, or you don't want to do nothing but like, sit at the house and stuff. Like homebodies, like I ain't got nothing against homebodies. You know, it's cool to stay home every now and again. But shoot, y'all, I mean, look. Every night, I ain't trying to sit there and watch This Is Us or all these movies and stuff, like, every night. Like, look, let's go out. We can go out. We ain't even got to go to the club, yo. We can go to a museum. We can walk around the park. We can go do something. Right? Go do something with life. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just sit there and be boring, bro.
I feel like a turn off for me is, I understand everybody got their own preference of ways to get high. But I can't stand somebody to smoke weed all day, but don't want to do nothing. Or you spend, listen, or you spend all your money on, and then asking me for $5.
Yes, you should not.
A cigarette?
Girl, you should have asked that big man for $5 before you gave it all to him with your dumb ass. I'm sorry, I got it.
You got somebody on your mind.
That's real though. I was about to go in.
That's real though.
That's a turn off. Another turn off for me is, like you said, somebody that don't have no ambitions or don't have no dreams. Like they see you here and they feel like because they not there yet, they feel like they beneath you, and that's not really true. I can help you get there. So don't look at it as me trying to be your parent. Look at it as me trying to motivate you so you can get to where, and then we could work together. Because some people feel like when you doing a little bit more than them, that you. No, like you're not beneath me. I'm just trying to help you get to where I'm at, and we can go from there. Because what I don't know, you might know, and what you don't know, I might know. So we can work as a team. Some people don't want to work as a team.
Right? You can have turn-offs, not just in your mate, but in your friends also. It turns me off in a friend when every time I talk to you, there's an issue. You're sad, something happened, you got something, you're sick. Like, every time I talk to you, something's wrong.
Right.
Can you call one day and be like, girl, I had a good day?
You just
like,
complaining.
That's a turn off. No, like, your friend handing to me every day, you mad?
You gotta protect your spirit. You gotta block them. Right, that's that negativity.
My biggest turn off is when somebody has no etiquette and hygiene.
Oh no, I ain't got no etiquette, but I got hygiene. I have hygiene, but I don't have no etiquette.
Go out to eat with somebody and have them use their fingers while they're eating.
Oh no! I don't do that. Now I got hygiene. I got etiquette.
You childish fool. Let's say you go to a night dinner and the utensils are there.
And they going like this off the plate.
Don't even touch my food because I'm not eating my plate.
Unless it's some chicken or some.
But there's a way of eating chicken wings with a fork and a knife. Did you know that?
What are you?
I don't want to eat my chicken wings.
I eat your chicken wings with a fork and a knife, and if you got a problem with it, get that. Good day, sir.
might have my pinky.
Let me say this.
I might have my pinky.
No. Let me explain this. A lot of times I go to elegant dinners. I'm invited because I speak in public. And I'll go somewhere to eat. So when you go to somewhere where it's like a conference or something, and everybody there's like doctors and everything like that, there is a specific way of eating.
And I'm going to show them the right way to eat.
But they need chicken breast there.
Look, people with a fork and knife eating pizza though. Like that's kind of weird. I'm just like, if you don't fold that thing, I don't like this.
I know that sounds weird.
I ain't gonna say this I'm listening. Let me cut this piece real quick.
What's your turn off to you?
What's your turn off? A turn off is someone that's not in tune with me. Because, you know, if I'm saying like I'm having an issue or something, I want somebody that I'm dealing with just to go ahead and just handle that issue. Because if I'm saying it, it must be a lot on me. So that's a turn off. Someone that doesn't like, don't want to build with me. They just want to go their own way. I'm like, no, I want to build.
Selfish.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's a turn off.
I think so. I'm going to go along with her, like selfish and like all they worry about is themselves and like they're self-centered. Like that is definitely a turn off. Like, that's really it.
Sometimes you gotta be a little selfish though. Let me tell you, sometimes you gotta be a little selfish. For instance, we have kids, we're married, and we both work. And I'm in school, but if we take all of our time and all of our energy and we put it, like we're very involved in the kids, we're probably the youngest ones on the PTA. So if we put all our time into the kids and all our time into that, what about yourself? You have to, self-care is very important and people forget that a lot. And that's in the job and at home. You cannot go to work 10-hour shifts, come home, clean up, deal with the kids, do homework, go back to this, now that child's sick. And you have to have self-care. And that involves just going to get yourself some new bedroom shoes or soaking your own feet in a pot that come up from underneath the seat. Just anything. A glass of wine.
Give me this glass of wine.
It's okay to be a little selfish. Just a little bit.
But not in a relationship, though.
A little bit, but when you are selfish, like I see you, but I see me that, you know, then that's just rude.
You can't be selfish in your relationship.
But not too much.
If I
not
come
too
first
much.
and I'm tired, then you may not come.
That
happens
I'm tired. You may not come.
So what's the turn off for you?
I'm like the opposite. I'm like the opposite of Shay. I don't. If you want to be out all the time, because I'm a homebody. If you want to be out all the time and running the streets and all, that's a turn off to me. That's a major turn off to me. Just because I like to be in the house, like Law and Order with a blanket is that's a perfect.
I mean, look, that's for you. Lord, that's for you.
I'm cool. I'm you, of course. I'm cool. But not every night though. That's me. I would rather be in the house chilling with the person I'm with, or just chilling by myself, really, and then be out doing whatever. Ain't nobody see me out like that.
You ain't trouble being out, and I get that.
You ain't got to just be going out like going to the club or something like that. You can hit up a karaoke bar or something. Do something spontaneous.
What's the turn off for you? You look like it's nothing.
Yeah, I'm ready to
I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying, but I'm definitely got some shit with me. So at the end of the day, a turn off for me is somebody who cannot communicate. I do not like a woman who's not gonna clean, because we gotta clean. Like,
right, dirty.
We have to be clean, and we gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta watch that kid. I gotta watch that kid. Because some girls I eat dirty. I want to eat that. So I want to eat that. I don't eat that. So we gotta make sure it's clean. But that wasn't what I was talking about. But since we just be reaching out. We be reaching out. Stay clean. Hygiene is the number one thing. I swear to God. But
with a dirty house.
That's a turn off. That's a turn off.
A turn off for me is for somebody to lose themselves completely in You know what I'm saying? Like, don't lose yourself completely in me, because then you're gonna forget who I fell in love with. Vice versa, I don't want to lose myself completely in you, because I still want to be that person you fell in love with. You feel me? And I also want to grow so we can fall in love every day. You feel me? So. Yeah, that's it.
I got a question for you. Have you ever been with somebody who that ain't doing clean?
Hey, listen. It's not that I've been in a relationship, but as I said maybe a couple shows ago, I said, you know. I've been there. I was a child. As your lawyer, I'll let you know. On to you. And tell me that you have never came across somebody that just was unfit. I will call up a name.
I have.
Call him out. Call him out.
No, not
One jump off was not right. One jump off. Everybody don't have one jump off. That was not right. We ain't gonna claim them. They was just a jump off. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta go to test.
You gotta do the test. Unimportant.
You gotta do the test. You gotta swipe across it, and you know what I'm saying? Just.
You digging your ear? You digging your ear? And you tipping out there, and then she started freaking out because you done digged in your ear and all that. She got a little, yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, but I'm not even one of them. I'm not one of them girl. I'm not one of them guys that's gonna swipe across and be acting like I'm trying to smell it. Cause I'm trying to smell it, Mom. I'm trying to smell what you smell like. Cause it's important. It's important. Yeah, I go smack sometimes. You like,
I like it
like you snorted like a line of coke.
In all my years, you know, I'm older than most of y'all on the Pride. In all my years, I've only dealt with one person. One person. And you know,
and they know who they is.
Who is it? No names.
And I'm not mentioning that person's name.
What they look like?
I'm gonna put it out there like this.
They live in Winston.
Here we go.
It's not even where they live.
Here we go.
It is the reason why we're never together no more.
Oh man!
And this individual was my age.
Oh,
So that thing should have been clean.
Sweet love, sweet child, yeah.
Not the spiritual First of all, look, if you go to the bathroom and you leave out the bathroom and the bathroom smells, then that's a turn on. Like, and you ain't even have to take, you ain't even have to do number 2. You just did number 1 and walked out, bruh. That's an issue. That's the way that you can smell the cat.
I'm gonna do this right here. If you know somebody that knows somebody that stinks, I am willing to buy them some Summer Eve lotion. I mean, the body lotion, the wipes, the powder, the spray. I'm willing to drive you to the doctor, baby. Because if you for real, if you ask a girl, just be like, let me see what it. And you smell that, and you look, and she be like, "Well, what's wrong?" And she know that the shit stinks. You know why? You know why it came up.
You know why?
It came up. Your eyebrows gone. Your whole face like.
Well, that's when
your face melting.
She be like, "You alright?" I'm like, "Hell no, ain't alright."
Let's get in the tub together. You change it, because if it's a girl and you really want it, and you smell it, you're gonna change the situation. Change your thing.
Why I gotta walk on stage?
Why do I gotta walk? So you want her? Let's say I want you.
What are they gonna do?
I might be like, let's take a bath together.
Yeah.
Let's go in the shower.
Look, that's when you tell her to get in the bath and you leave out while she in the tub. Get in the tub.
Oh man.
Say you ask her to get in the tub together, and she be like, "Why? I think I'm straight. I just got out the shower."
This discussion is over. This discussion is ended.
Y'all like, "Nah, I just took one out."
And get my shoes.
All right, hold on. We got off track. Y'all two tell me your turn off. I know we got a little bit off track, y'all. I'm sorry.
A big one for me is low self-esteem. I get it. I've had it, but that means that you were broken, and who am I to fix you? You've got to do that for yourself. So that's a big one for me. Low self-esteem.
But how do you not know that if a person, say you meet somebody that do have low self-esteem, but they get with you and that changes at the time because you help them?
Well, I'm that type of person. I'm a builder. I want to be. Let's start at the ground up and let's go from there. And if we build and you keep knocking it down, I'm not gonna keep trying.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
I need you to at least acknowledge.
A turn off for me is a bad attitude. That tears me. I want to tear everything up if you have a bad attitude. Another turn off is dirty ears. No, I'm being serious. When I used to pick up girls in the club back in the day, I had to look in your ears because if them ears ain't clean, something else ain't clean. Just like we was talking about.
Oh man!
I'm checking that out. Like that.
Look, all of y'all gonna be like,
Right. I'm like, hey, she like, I've been like, your ear, you look dirty.
oh man!
All right, we still got a little bit of time.
It's somebody who like stays on their phone the whole time. We're right here.
Oh,
Why are you on this phone?
like,
why are we?
Soldier boy,
It's all of us in here. Everybody on their phone. Like, really? I am that person that would be like, okay, I'm leaving. Or give me the phones. Like, this is not happening. You cannot. Which, at a certain age, why are you on this phone? I'm right in your face. You better talk to me, girl.
Or somebody that talks to their friend. A turn off to me is if you got to tell your friend, but you can't talk to me.
Jesus.
If you got to run to your homegirl, and then your homegirl and spread it all our business when all you had to do was just take. If we get into an argument, give each other space, and then we come back and talk to her. Right. Don't let me walk in and you tell your homegirl, well, yeah, buddy, we will be by 2 minutes. You can go.
I got another turn off. My turn off is if a female's fingernails are dirty.
Amen.
Oh, y'all
I cut hair for clean.
I cut well, only reason I have nails on right now because my birthday was last week. But I don't wear nails. I keep my nails short because I'm a lesbian. Meaning I like to do things with my hands, and I don't want to.
But I like to scratch,
so I always keep my nails low.
Hey, right. I like my nails long so I can give a little scratch.
Ray, what's your turn off?
Needy woman. Like just needy. Like you don't want to. You want me to take care of you. You don't want to.
Don't want to do nothing.
You don't want to do nothing. You just expect me to take care of you. I don't mind treating my girl, and you know what I'm saying. But if you ain't trying to have your own, don't expect me to give you all of yours and mine too.
Right.
Like
I own kids to take care of.
Codependency is a big turn off.
You said who?
Codependency.
That's a turn off.
What's your turn off?
Talked about that a few minutes ago.
What's your turn off? Come on now.
High expectations.
That's reasonable.
It's kind of a big thing for everybody. Nobody really touched on this one yet. Just like kind of being the needy thing when you're expecting more out of a relationship, or when somebody's expecting more out of a relationship than what you can really give them, you're kind of just burning yourself out.
But when you see somebody with more potential and they're not reaching it, I expect you to at least try to reach it. Come on, what can we do to reach the potential that I see in you, and I know that you have? So,
but I get what he said. But if they don't want to strive for it, then they don't want to strive for it. You can see all the potential in the world in somebody, but if they don't see that potential and they don't have that drive, you burning yourself out.
You burn yourself out.
But sometimes it works. Sometimes just the encouraging and being there, you know what I'm saying, and motivating them. Sometimes it works, but at the end of the day, it all starts right here.
In the Black community, there's cycles that continues. For instance, if this mother didn't teach that child how to be motivated, how to want more, then she's not going to know how to teach her child. Yep. And it's going to continue.
But if so you got to learn how to change that.
Break it. Like you was like, maybe they don't have it. Maybe you got. Sometimes you. I don't believe in giving up on people. I am really one of those people where you can mess up, and I'm gonna try to. Yeah, she calls me Super I am that person that tries to save everybody. And I think everybody has potential to be more than what they are.
Yes, they do.
I mean,
even Obama, like everybody have potential to do more, to be better, to want more.
We learn it every day.
I mean, and it's just like you said, you got to learn how to break that cycle. But
I kind of vouch with you on that. I don't give up on people because even though somebody don't see it in itself, I feel like the more you keep pressuring at the issue, maybe they like to make. They might take a step back and like, okay, maybe I see it. I mean,
they might take a step back,
or they might don't
because they feel like yeah, you pushing me to do something that I don't want to
take
do.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Some people too much pressure. You'll make pressure just push back and
not
do nothing
cool.
at all.
And if you do,
and then you will inhibit their growth.
That goes back to what she was saying. Like if I have to lose myself in you to get you to see you,
right,
it ain't working.
Right. Yeah. Now you don't ever want it. Now, if you ever feel like you losing yourself in a relationship, it's two things that you can do. You could talk to that person like, "Look, I feel like I'm losing myself in this relationship," or you can walk away. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's just all depending on are you willing to put in that work. A lot of people get in these relationships like how we say one day in the LGBT community, one day is like a year. It's because we going off of looks. 2 months down the line, you finally get to realize who this person is, and you like, I'm on to the next. Right. You have to be willing to fight. Because ain't nobody perfect. Some people gonna turn you on, some people gonna turn you off. In a relationship and in a marriage, it's things that you probably do that she love, and it's probably things that you do that she hates. It's a turn on, turn off in every relationship. And a lot of people don't get that. A lot of people just want the turn ons to stay on.
It's not always.
Right, you gotta be willing.
It's not
right, you gotta be willing to accept the
You
turn
have
off
to be able to accept
the turn off.
Right. Certain things in a relationship. Let's say that. Yeah. Because if you just accept everything, you're not gonna stand for nothing. Now, I'm not gonna say that a person is not gonna change because some people do. You understand? And with the work and time, you know what I'm saying, it's always amazing. But some people just aren't willing to change, and you got to be able to identify that so that you don't waste your time, because you can say all day, like, I know they're going to change. I know they're going to change. I see it. I this, I that. But if they don't see it at all, or if they not even trying, then...
It's like you being blind.
What are you doing? Yeah. You understand? You definitely wasting your time.
Because if you pass the situation, I mean, if you let the person go, I bet you by the next time you in another relationship or moved on 2 or 3 years down the line and they see you again and see the progress that you done made by letting them go and not wasting your time, I bet you that's when they get it. All right, I'm going to change. Right. Come on, please.
So
2 minutes.
Let me piggyback off what you're saying, because one of my turn-offs is if I'm very transparent and tell you how to deal with me and everything else, and you take hold of that, but you don't use it to your advantage to make the relationship successful, that's my turn-off.
That goes right.
It's the same thing.
Right, it's the same thing. Yeah, you've got to be transparent. If you can't be transparent with me, that's a really bad turn-off. Because I opened the door and let you in, and all you did was just come halfway.
That goes back to what I was saying earlier. If you weren't taught it, you don't know how to apply it.
You got to stop.
If you weren't taught it and ain't nobody willing to force it into you and teach it to you, then you're not going to apply it or even think about it. And, okay, I'm in the counseling field, so that's why I can talk about motivation all day. But if you're not willing to teach, then why would they be willing to learn? Like, if you could say you believe in somebody, but what are you doing to show me that you really believe in me?
But some people have mental illnesses that hold them back in relationships. Right. And it's hard to be with someone that just say is bipolar or this, that, and you have to go with their mood swings and everything. That's hard.
But
you
know,
but you have to be able to work at it. But they have to.
You have to
as
be
a crutch either.
But
you were wrong. You still were wrong.
You got to be very strong-minded to deal with somebody like that. Right. Because if you're not strong-minded, sometimes that takes the other person down too. So you have to be strong in your mind. You have to be able to love yourself all the way around the board to get into a relationship with somebody that's bipolar, because at certain points of time, you do lose yourself in a relationship. So you have to be so strong-minded to know that you can overcome this either with the person or without it. And you have to be willing to accept the consequences. Either I'm going to walk with this person or I'm walking by myself. And I'm not looking back.
Right? People that's watching, look at life like a maze. That's how we look at it. You start at the beginning, you want to get out. But sometimes you hit that bump where you have to turn around and go another direction, and then you may hit another bump or another a road that's gonna go in a circle, and then you got to go all back around again. That is what life is. It's a maze. You have to get yourself to the end without losing who you are, and in the process grow as you get to the end of that maze.
And think about the steps you made in that maze. and don't want to go back to those dead
Right.
ends.
Right, and
You
know what
gotta
you
get
want.
away from
I
those
ain't never
things.
looked at it like a maze.
You gotta
I just
be able to
always
grow
looked at it
and
like-
move forward. If you keep going backwards, you're not coming out of the maze.
Right.
I ain't never looked at it. I ain't never looked at it like a maze. I just always look at it like you take one step. You take one step forward, you get back not 5. So it's like I just feel like sometimes you get in certain relationships and it don't go well. So then you just gotta go back to the drawing board. Write down what you did and what you think you did right and what you did wrong. So maybe your next relationship don't end up like that.
Sometimes, even in the marriage,
a part of
sometimes
that.
you gotta do that. You gotta turn
Yeah, but that's why I
around
said I
and
never
go
thought
back
That's why I said I
and
never
figure
thought
out
of
where
it
you
like
messed
that.
up at and bring it back. It happens.
I feel like that only makes you stronger.
It happens.
True,
Right. So
you,
can't
and
just say-
in that, you say your mess ups and all that, but you really got to know what you want. When I meet a person before, so I got with her, I was like, oh, she cute, she got big butt, this and that. But when I got to a certain point in my life, I know that I want somebody with goals. I know I want somebody going somewhere. I want somebody that's a family person, a religious person. And when you got that in your mindset, when you talk and meet and get into a relationship with a person, you got that already in your mindset, your conversation. So by the time you spend a month, you should have what you need to know. So you're not wasting your time. Because if you don't see yourself with this person, why would you waste your time?
And the person ain't gonna change you and make you grow wild. Because when me and Ray got together, she was in the streets. She was doing stuff she ain't supposed to. But you know what I'm saying? But when she got with me, it was when we got Look, I'm not that girl that's gonna come visit you in jail. I'm not that girl that's gonna hold you down.
You get
locked up. No. You know why? Because I want
that.
more out of life. I mean, I'm not even about to surround myself with a person to give my all to try to build with a person
I get that,
that's hanging out in the
you
streets.
gotta. I feel like you
and
gotta
have kids.
compromise. I understand she was doing something
had to
wrong,
change
but it's
and
like
want more for this to happen.
sometimes you get put in certain situations where you get what I'm saying. That's how I just feel like it. You say you won't do this, you say you won't do that, you say this and that, but when the situation hit, you'll never know what you'll do till the time hit. Because even though she was doing wrong, even though she was doing wrong,
the hustle is hard. You make it work. You find a better hustle than something that's illegal. You make it work. If you had to go out there and babysit, braid somebody's hair, go get plasma, you make it work. You don't have to go out there and do no legal stuff and get locked up.
Oh, you don't really, because a lot of people say what they is and they gonna do, and you know what I'm saying, right? You don't know what you're gonna do until you're in that situation, but at the same time, you got to know what you're gonna stand for and what you're gonna do. You have to. It's not so much that because she may get locked up tomorrow. It's not she gonna turn her back. But if this is what you're gonna continue to do, you're not gonna do it.
Yeah, like I can see if she get locked up and then
but now
she get out and she go back to it and kick that bitch to the curb. 2 minutes, you gone because I gave you a chance and I stuck with you
I've been locked up
first
and we still here. You know what I'm saying? I still had my bumps. You know what I'm saying? I didn't turn. Everybody had a bump. So you ain't saying, not saying it was just the type of lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And then it changed my mindset because I got degrees. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for me to be doing what I had to be doing, and I wanted other things, but I didn't have a support system. You get what I'm saying? And I was dealing with people, not knowing what I want, going to this girl because she got fat butt, going, you know what I'm saying? Doing stuff that.
I'm gonna piggyback off of you. I'm gonna piggyback off of you. Cause look, my thing is okay, standard wise or whatever. Like now that I'm older, I'm thinking, I turn off is a person that has what I call the hoe syndrome. If that's all you want, we start talking or whatever, and off gate, all you talking about is sex. You keep referring back to sex. Anytime that we having a conversation, we can, look, I appreciate sex is my friend. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'll do it all day, every day if I could. But I'm just that's not all I want from you, and that's not what I'm trying to get from you up front. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to know you first. But if every time I see you, all just hey, babe, when we gonna have sex? When you just stand the third, ooh.
She's grown. You hear me? Just grown. Cause she hopped out the coochie just grown. You know what I'm saying? That comes with time, cause I done had my. As you get older, you understand that, but I done been there. I told y'all the last time.
I understand. Don't do that. Look, granted, look, I have this.
That's how this started. This is what we want, but we established that in the beginning. We said no feelings. This is what this is, and then later on,
then she said, "I love you."
Don't do that. You said it too.
It went on.
I understand that.
Show me when you want to talk about
one of my best relationships started off.
When you so
Look at this one.
And
One of my best relationships started off with just sex and stuff like that. But like over time though, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, sex is like my best friend. But at the same time, if that's the only,
it's your worst enemy because it blindsides you sometimes.
No, but I'm saying like if that's the only thing that you want out of a relationship, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying?
Hold up. Okay, we got 5 more minutes to finish these questions. Then we're gonna start asking people their opinions offline. So say what you gotta say, Flex. You gotta say what you're saying.
A lot of as you grow, and I'm saying this as an elder. As you grow older, you outgrow all of that. You begin to see what's more important for yourself.
Exactly.
I did the same thing you did. The same thing you did. Same thing all of you all did. I've done it. But as you grow older, you learn your boundaries. You learn what's important to you, your standards. And then those turn-offs that you have about others, those boundaries and those standards always stay in front of you to remind you, I'm not going there. Like you were talking about being in the street, I'm changing. I've got the standards and the boundaries. I'm not going back because I have something not to go back for. Like me being older, everybody says, well, you're still single, you're a bachelor. I'm a bachelor because I got standards and boundaries. I could get anything I want today if I wanted it. But believe me, no.
Right. So what I was gonna say is sex is very important, but the older you get, you cannot go all day, every day, all day. Okay, you can say that, you can say that as much as you want. But once you start up there in your late 30s, almost reaching 40, you're tired. After working and cooking and cleaning and taking care of the kids and driving here and driving there, you're tired. Sometimes we can't do nothing but lay in the bed, hold hands and say, baby, I want to do this for you. And I want to do right night.
Oh no!
Seriously.
Right. They don't want it.
They don't want it.
Now you do it.
Because
And that's
it doesn't even matter.
Wasn't
just turn around and we.
All right, so we got some questions online. Who want to go ahead and read some of these questions? Hold on. Go ahead.
I want to make something clear because somebody said something about their son being bipolar. I guess the mental health y'all was talking about doesn't mean that he's not worth a relationship. I want to make sure that they know that we didn't mean that he's not worth a relationship.
We just said that you have to be strong.
That you have to be able to manage those symptoms. If he got his symptoms managed, then that's fine. But it got to be with somebody who's going to understand who he is.
Exactly. You have to be strong-minded. We're not saying anything is wrong with dealing with somebody with a challenge or has a sickness or period. Anything like that. We're just saying that if you're going to deal with somebody like that, you have to be strong-minded because it's going to take work. And a lot of people don't put in work in relationships. Somebody would date your son and just roll out, but he, like you say, he's somebody that's worth it and that deserves it. So he needs to find somebody to be able to. He needs to be able to decipher out who's going to be able to manage who he is and who's going to be able to deal and who's not. That's just what it is because everybody can't. Everybody can't deal with those things.
Right. Somebody who's willing to learn what it is, what's going on, how do I handle it when this happens or when this happens, and how do I love you through that? Will you let me love you through that? That's the point. Finding somebody who wants it. We're not saying he don't deserve. We're saying that person has to be willing to want it, and that's with anybody, not just a mental illness.
Let me give you a prime example. Being trans, that's a prime example right there. You've got to be willing to be tolerant with what we go through as transgender people and the heartache and the turmoil. If I'm dating him, what he might have to go through at home with his family dating a trans man. So there's a lot that comes with that. There's a lot that comes with that. Something that's extraordinary, something that's different than the norm. You have to be willing to adjust and be willing to be part of that. If that's not for an individual to date someone who has a mental problem or trans or even, has a disability at all, then they don't need to be involved with an individual because they're not patient, they're not tolerant, they're not willing to work with that individual. You have to be willing to work with someone of that nature, but also, if that's what you intend to do, you need to put your 100% into it.
And tell your son has somebody that he loves, and you see that lady or whoever he's dating is having issues, get them into some type of help. There's somebody out there that can teach them how to accept each other and love each other. Right. Everybody deserves happiness in life. Yes. It doesn't matter what your mental state is. Right.
Mm-hmm. Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any questions on live? Who willing to shut? Any questions, any turn-ons you want us to answer, any turn-offs you want us to answer?
We will answer.
We will
That
answer all of
comments right now.
Here we got one already.
Okay, here we go.
Do you believe in love at first sight, and do you think it's possible to miss someone that you've never had an encounter with at all, but you have such a great connection with?
Yes.
Yes.
That's so true.
One car ride to the store. I'm trying to say.
We have always known each other.
One car ride to the store.
We have always
Next
known
day
each
we
other.
moved in together.
Yeah,
Real talk.
like that's how fast our relationship moved.
Like really?
We have always known each other, but we was both always in relationship. We was both quite. We never gave it a chance. I need to ride to the store. That one ride, and the store was around the corner. Like,
So y'all didn't even have
and
a
the
U-Haul.
next
Y'all
day,
got the
she
budget
moved in
truck,
with me,
didn't
and
they?
we.
They got the budget truck. They didn't get the U-Haul.
I mean, it's true
Like,
because
it happened
when I
that
saw
fast.
her, it was over. I told my homeboy Rock. Well, I can't say that, but I told him to tell her something, and then it just went from there. I bought her a drink, and we've been at it ever since.
One drink.
One drink.
Lie to you, honey. Don't let her lie to you, because I was like, it was like, thanks.
Oh, she swerved you.
Whatever.
Yeah.
She answered that phone the next day.
Okay, $8 drink.
So I know Red was shy too. I know Red was shy the way she did that.
Not that night.
No, I wasn't shy. I
She had a couple of drinks in her. She was real bold. And I was like,
I wasn't shy back then.
Little baby, see the one person saying hey and say hey to him.
Alright, we got any more questions? Let's see what we got.
Are you
Yolanda.
Reminded to BDSM.
Ooh,
That's
Jesus.
me right here.
Look at
Don't
you.
freak yourself.
What? I'm the leather man too. What? BDSM? Yeah.
Bondage.
Bondage.
I'm with
it, honey.
Dominant.
I'm with it. I'm gonna be the one. You will not bond me down or tie me down.
I'm a leather. I'm a leather.
Hey, you guys.
into like
I'm with it.
Hello to everybody that said
I'm with it.
you can do the fuzzy cuffs, but that's about it.
I'll do
I
handcuffs.
think you're not nasty. That's what I was getting at.
I'll do
They go back to
handcuffs.
me sexually mature. I am.
Doing that.
Let's do it, baby. Hold on. Somebody just said yes. 50 Shades of Grey. Yes, honey. We know.
I got another question.
We got another question. Hold up. We got another question. Go ahead.
It says, should I get upset with my wife because she works 14 hours a day and goes to bed when she gets home? No time for me.
No, you should not.
No,
You want to stay home all day.
If she paying the bills, you don't need to say nothing.
If she makes some special time for you at least once a week or once a month, it's okay.
If she doesn't make time for what you want, now don't not go to work and get your money. Go get your money. But listen, if money is the only thing on your mind, and I know bills are there, if that's the only thing on your mind, then let me go out here and be on somebody's mind. Who cares? That's all I'm saying. Work your 14 hours.
Right.
That's it. You make time for what you want.
Right. If you willing, if they're not willing to make any time whatsoever for you, then there's the problem. But don't get upset because they're working to build our life.
We got another question.
Well, how let's finish this one.
Oh, well, go ahead. Who said?
And tell your wife, like maybe she don't know that you feel like that she's working so much. Communicate with her. Let her know, babe, I think you're working too much. And you can show her that you need more time back on her lunch break. Go take her something. Send her some flowers.
Or when she get home, lay down, rub her back.
Get her in the
Start something.
Be naked when she
get that right back. Even when you tired, you be like, okay, I'm ready.
I'm gonna rub the back and it's gonna turn into something else. You feel me? Like, look.
Stay that alone for 5 a.m.
You want to do a dance?
Hey, let's do this.
And do what you do.
All right, we got another question.
We got another question.
Got a couple more.
Go ahead. You go ahead and read the question.
The question is,
How do you
what is
feel?
that?
how do you let go of someone who won't let go of you?
Wait, where is it?
Turn your phone on.
Okay, got you.
It's hard
Change your
because
address.
it's hard because it says how do you let go of somebody who What they say? How do you let go?
How do you
deal with
letting
go of someone who won't let go of you?
I mean, you just got it's slowly going work its way off. Right now, if the relationship is still fresh, it's gonna be a little hard, but you have to.
It was more to the question. So the full question is, how do you deal with letting go of someone who won't let go of you? You care about them, but you know you're tired, or if that person is jealous of each stud friend you make, but not about the femmes.
Now you just got too much going on. You got a lot going on.
Yeah. You just need to
just sit down and evaluate your situation.
Too much negative
because it's just too much going on. Now the situation with you, if you care about somebody but you just don't want to be there, you don't want nothing to do with them, you voice that and you do what you got to do. You just can't just keep.
Because if they keep saying that you could be friends with femmes but you can't be friends with stuff, that's too much negative energy that you don't want to be around.
That's controlling, and that's a form of abuse.
Yes, step away, honey.
That's kind of stupid because they know that this person is telling them that they can't hang with this person and that person, but they're telling us they don't want to be with them. How can you let somebody control your situation that you know you don't want to be with? I don't care if you don't let go, but you're not going to say what I can't do.
Because I'm going to give you 2 minutes to get
about
your business.
Hey, yeah, we got another one. How do you feel about roles being reversed? The femme working and being the breadwinner and the stud being at home.
Everybody gotta work.
I'm with her. I'm with the wife. Everybody earning. Unless something happens.
It ain't no label.
Let me say this. In a relationship, if you're that's right, there are no roles.
Exactly.
If one of you are the breadwinner and the other one is an at-home housekeeper, housemate, then that's how it is.
You call them housekeeper?
No, I was going to say I'm sorry, housekeeper. Housemate. If it works for you all, it works. If you're uncomfortable with it, you need to discuss that with your mate.
In a relationship,
go ahead.
In a relationship, make it a team. It's a team-based thing in a relationship. Right. Look, these dishes you wash, I'm gonna wash them, you drown. Look, this bed need to be made up. Get up to the other side. Let's pull that sheet up together. Right. It's a team thing. Right. I'm tired, baby, today. I don't work 10 hours. I cook and I wash them. Like, you have to, y'all have to compromise. You
got to work together.
Everything is 50.
Everything.
If the light bill is 100, I need 50 from
our
you.
friends, not your friends and my friends.
I need 50. I'm not paying one whole bill. If I pay one whole bill,
so we got one more question. We got one more question before the end. It says, I understand that some studs have certain restrictions in bed, but where does the compromising come in?
Hold on. Let me just tell you. Let me just let you know something. Before all these studs, they get to talking about they touch me not. Let me tell you something. God made me a girl, and I just dress the way I dress, and I am comfortable with who I am comfortable with. But understand me, I am nasty. I'm just trying to tell you, like, for real. And I'm just gonna let you know that. For real. Now, it's some shit we just not gonna do, but I'm with the shit.
You compromising on some things.
Come on over here.
Oh, what thing?
I'm with the shit.
I'm not a type of woman. Listen. Hold on. I'm very open in the bedroom. I'm very open in the bedroom. But it's one thing I will not do, and I'm addressing this for you. I'm willing to do anything you want. We could be touchy, feely, nasty, and everything, but you will not. You will not poke me, and I'm telling you that now, honey.
You say that 10 times.
I will say, if I feel like you even getting close to poking me, I'm telling you, got 2 minutes, and I'm gonna bust you in your head.
Attitude. But I'm trying to get it popping into.
I ain't a touch me not, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't getting poked.
We do what we do.
Yeah, we
I don't like getting poked either.
I am not a touch me not. Point blank, period.
Let me say this. I believe that when you get in a relationship, that's something that you need to discuss before you get to where you get to the nitty-gritty. And if the person is uncomfortable being touched, that is their boundary. So if that is their boundary,
find somebody else.
Right, exactly.
Because I'm going to say this because, and I'm not picking on studs at all, but a lot of people feel that men aren't touched. Men are touched in any way, however way, gay, cisgender, straight, they are touched. I'm a trans man, I'm touched. So it's not all about the image of trying to be like a man. It's just where they're comfortable as women who sleep with women. So this is what I'm saying. If you have someone that it does not want to be touched and you want to be affectionate and all those good things, you all need to come to some understanding, some compromise. And if that's not
compromise
for you,
is leaving
then
and finding somebody else.
That's right. Finding a new mate. Now, if you've been together for a long time, then you all need to discuss something to add into it, mix it up, or do something.
All right, hold on. We gotta go. But it's one question. Somebody read it. This last question, this young lady, she wants to answer to it. So somebody read it, and
I'm new to this lifestyle, and my girlfriend and I have been dating for 3 years. We live 5 hours apart, and she doesn't want to drive to see me anymore. But she claims she loves me. I don't want to let go. But she knows I'm a good girl, but she doesn't have time for me anymore. What?
Leave. Honey, you need to find somebody else.
Yeah, somebody. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna keep it real cute. If a person cares for you, they will make time for you. They will make every effort. No matter what. So you see the red flag now. Get out of it while you still can.
And y'all done been together for 3 years.
Find somebody local.
Y'all should be able to have compromise and came together, and we're gonna be somewhere. If they can't do it, get out. Say it one time.
By now, 3 years, y'all should have been moved halfway together.
Right.
Together now.
Like
3 years, she should really want to make the effort to see you. Like that doesn't.
Baby, know your worth, and when you learn your worth, you ain't gonna wait that long for somebody to come.
Right. They will know your worth too.
Get out. Right. Get out.
I want to say thank y'all, everybody, for tuning in. This was a beautiful show. Thank you for you guys coming in as a guest. Don't forget to share, like, comments, tell your friend and tell a friend. We love you guys, and like I said earlier, we do not call you guys fans. You are our pride loved ones. So, love y'all. And we love you guys. See you next Thursday.